One of the most beautiful things about working on this project for me, not only that it's a game that my son plays, but it really captures, I think, more than a lot of other video games, the essence of sort of old Japan and the samurai code. You know, there's plenty of fighting samurai games or ninja games, you know, things like that. But there is within this character an essence of old Japan. This character, Mishima, really represents the best of the samurai energy that transited from the war into business. So he's very much a businessman, but in that samurai tradition. So I was really interested to see his name on a video game movie to say a real dramatic director is coming to do this. And after doing the interview, it was very clear, you know, he's very solid, an actor's director. Pleasantly enough, in now shooting it, to find that he's not only that, but has an incredible sense of visual. I didn't actually start karate until I was 21. I was going to USC at the time. And my study in martial arts was rather brief, and there's a very specific reason for it, but the time that I did spend in it was for a very specific reason. It wasn't just to learn a self-defense, it was very much cultural and spiritual from the beginning.
You know, it's a blast. It's a blast, because who doesn't want to, you know, do action and do stunts and get to fight on film, you know, and you know, we're working with some of the best, you know, choreographers in the game today, and that combined with, you know, working with real fighters, it's been a really cool experience. I play Kazuya Mishima. He is the misunderstood, underappreciated, yet highly capable eldest son of Heihachi Mishima. You know, he comes from a really realistic place of wanting to please his father and wanting to show his worth and show that he is a capable human being, and really his kind of lust for power and lust for respect comes from the fact that he doesn't get any from his father Heihachi. It's clear that Kazuya is a sadist of the worst degree, you know, and you know, I really think that comes from the fact that when he's inflicting verbal pain or physical pain or sexual pain even, that he knows in those moments someone's suffering more than he is, and he can gain pleasure from that. It's a little twisted, but he's kind of a twisted guy. There's a real family drama happening between Heihachi, Kazuya, and Jin. You know, it's very Godfather-esque almost. But it's nice to counterbalance all the action with a real kind of emotional story. You know, Dwight and I had the pleasure of working together on a television show a few years ago called Daybreak, and that's when I was first introduced to Dwight and got a feel for his directing. And he's a real actor's director. He's real hands-on. He really cares about making sure that we feel, you know, comfortable and knowledgeable in our characters and what we're doing every day. And you know, I can't thank him enough for championing me to play Kazuya in this movie, because, you know, it's one of those characters that everybody would love to play. He's such a rich, textured, villainous character, and you know. And I always, you know, from the moment I got the script, I thought, God, I would love to play this character. And you know, Dwight really kind of saw me in the character as well, and I'm really thankful for that. He's just got so much life and wisdom and knowledge. He's like this Buddha, you know, that you can always, if you need advice or if you need a pointer about something, you know, relating to the business or relating to life or relating to something spiritual, you know, he's always got something really interesting and really fulfilling, you know, to tell you.
Raven's he's a very strong character. He's very mysterious in a lot of ways. In some ways, he's very well read, meaning people know he's getting ready to hurt something when he gets in a ring. And Raven is a character that kind of thinks with his head and his heart. And he comes from a place of, in his backstory, of survival. You know, he's a survivor. Like all video games, whenever you see a movie being done, if there's anything that you enjoy playing or watching being played, you want to be a part of it. And this was a surprise for me in some ways when I got the call for the part. But I was very excited. I let out a big scream. I believe that the gymnastic background that I've had as well as a street gymnast, not a professional competing gymnast, but you know, I did it in school, helped me with this because there's some part of the routines where I have to do back handsprings and such. Of course, the Japanese karate, learning how to kick and punch has helped me a great deal, as well as the boxing. So all of it has kind of come together and made up the work that I do as Raven. So I'm very happy that I made those choices way back when to practice and take those classes and study. Working on Tekken has been a magnificent, you know, time for me in my life, and it's just getting better every day. I love coming to work. You know, I call those my Tekken scars. And it's wonderful because you know you're going in there. I mean, it's always safety first, but things happen. It's a fight film. And you got to expect some bumps and bruises. And, you know, like a little kid, I'm proud of my bumps and bruises, you know?
You guys won't be disappointed, you know. The fans definitely won't be disappointed. Every character did their job perfect. And every character looks just like the character in the game, and they played their part very well. So, I mean, you just got to go see the movie. You know, that's all I got to say. Dwight is I think he's an amazing director, you know, and he's very, you know, he has a good eye for things. You know, I didn't know if he ever directed action before and everything, but it seems like he has because, you know, he knows where to put the camera and everything and just what he wants out of us, and we don't have to assume what he's thinking. He just tells it like it is. Oh man, that guy, he's actually someone I actually look up to as well. You know, he's a great acrobat, great stuntman, and he's a great choreographer. And I didn't even know that at all. I just knew him as a street tumbler and a great le parkour, you know, the free running. And I didn't know he can actually, you know, fight as well. He choreographed some great fights, and it's actually fun working with those guys. They have great personalities.
She's there to win, obviously. She, like everybody else, I guess, but Anna is doing things out of thirst. It's a power thing for her. I think in life, objectives are most of the time very similar. Even love, to get somebody to love you, or you die, or to get your power back. She is a martial arts, like bone breaking martial artist, like all the Japanese techniques, and she's also considered, her and her sister, as very dangerous assassins, wanted by several corporations. Badass. Yeah, she's a
killer.
Yes, she is a killer.
Sergei Dragunov, he is a member of the elite unit of the Russian army called Spetsnaz. Now, Spetsnaz is something like the Navy SEALs, the top unit in the U.S. Army. His prowess in battlefield gave him, earned him the nickname of the White Angel of Death. I'm a 3-time world champion of Taekwondo, 5-time European champion, and I have 40 medals from international competitions.
Did you say 40?
40 gold medals. It's very exciting to work with a real martial artist because the attitude is very professional, and every martial artist is a little bit of a perfectionist.
Nina has suffered amnesia, and I think that that really lends a lot to my understanding of her character and why she can do the things that she does, because she's a cold-blooded assassin, you know, not having to answer to her past, you know, really kind of lends itself to be able to live in the moment, and the only thing that she can remember is the fact that she kills people. We're all having the time of our lives. It's been loads of fun. I think that the day that I flew in, I went to fight rehearsal, got completely black and blue, and yeah, from that day onwards, it was just amazing. When I was growing up, I did a lot of gymnastics and ballet, and some kickboxing more recently, but certainly getting back into the gym and, you know, having to utilize all the kind of muscles that you once used and, you know, have had to use again has really been a lot of fun, and it's been challenging as well, just, you know, kind of pushing yourself that extra mile, knowing stuff that you used to be able to do, and doing it again has really been good. With Dwight, it's just, I know that there's no stupid questions. You know, I can ask him anything, and he'll go through it, and he'll go through the process, and the emotional timelines, because you shoot out of sequence, you know, and it's really important to know where you're coming from and where you're going, and he's great like that.
My character is a guy named Miguel Rojas, El Matador, and he's Spaniard, obviously, and the guy's just a badass fighter. I was always a fan of Bruce Lee, always a fan of him. Jackie Chan, obviously, has done great, and yeah, always been a fan of action movies in general. You know, watching Sylvester Stallone, Arnold, those guys. Like, those are kind of the movies I watched, and also like Van Damme. Doing the whole splits and whatnot. But yeah, you know, when you're growing up, I mean, I know I was into them, so yeah, I was a fan.